YouTube. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Um, you know, one of the things you're gonna have to learn to pay attention to is your intuition. What is your intuition? Your intuition is just the voice of God talking to you, and it speaks to you internally. Okay? Your intuition speaks to you internally. Okay? It's not an external experience. Your intuition is an internal experience. When you start following, you know, the vibes you are feeling. Matter of fact, you know what? Y'all know how I like to work because I don't wanna assume that you know the definition of intuition. So let me give it to you. Okay? Intuition, the ability to understand something immediately without the need for conscious reasoning. Okay? Listen, this is the definition of intuition. The ability to understand something immediately without the need for conscious reasoning. See, you don't second guess when your intuition, and all intuition is a thought. Let me say that again. All right? All your intuition is a thought. Now, if you are a wicked person, you got a lot of voices that's trying to be the default voice. That's why you don't know which one to listen to. When you're wicked, you got a lot of voices that's trying to be the default voice. Okay? I'll tell any parent right now, especially if you got a newborn baby, man, get your voice into that baby's head. And you do that when that baby is asleep. You talk to your, if you got little bitty infants, man, talk to them and touch them in their sleep so they'll get used to your voice and used to your touch. Okay? And see, when they're not with you, as if you do that on a consistent basis, when they're not with you, your voice is always talking to them. Let me say that again. See, if you get your voice into your children's mind early, because you're going to have, they too, going to have a lot of voices that's trying to be the default voice. Okay? And see, and you got to be able to recognize that voice of your intuition. You got to be able to recognize the feeling when your intuition starts talking to you. Okay? Because otherwise, if you didn't recognize it, you would take it for granted. And seeing your response would be, man, something told me. Yes, something did tell you, but you didn't listen because you don't know the voice. And see, and listen, and for some of y'all gonna have to learn that voice through trial and error. You're gonna have to follow enough of your thoughts to see which ones work and which ones don't. Okay? When this voice tell you to do something and you do it, look at how it works out. If it don't work out, you following the wrong voice. Okay? But and your intuition ain't gonna beat you over the head, ain't gonna hound you, ain't gonna dog you, ain't gonna try to press you to listen. Your intuition ain't gonna do that. Your intuition gonna tell you one time what to do. And if you don't do it, it ain't coming back to say, hey, didn't I tell you to do that? Didn't I? No. It'll come in and tell you, turn right here. And you don't pay attention to it. And then when you get down the road, you say, man, something told me to turn back there and I didn't listen. Because it was your intuition. And the reason a lot of people don't listen to their intuition right now, because they always got a question. Why I need to turn here? Why should I do this? See, you always got the question when you don't listen to your intuition as to why. It ain't for you to know why. It's for you to follow. Okay? And especially in these days and times now, as bad as things are, and all of the confusion, how you think God gonna protect you? Through your intuition. And if you're not willing to listen to your intuition, you can't blame God for any hardship that you incur, because he tried to tell you through your intuition, stop this. This ain't good for you. Get away from this. See, God will send you some warnings when you're going the wrong way. If you one of his children, he gonna warn you. And if you don't want to heed the warning, you have to accept the consequences. And right now, a lot of Christians don't want to heed the warning. And they have to accept the consequences. They sure do. All right? So make sure, man, you know, what you call a hunch, something told me, man, that's your intuition. That's your intuition. And you got to, you listen, you have to have a blind loyalty to your intuition. No matter what it tells you to do, you're going to do it. Even when you don't understand it. You're going to do it. Okay? And see, and a lot of y'all done missed some blessings. Because your intuition told you to do something, and you had to second guess it. A lot of y'all done had your intuition tell you to give something away, and you second guess it. Now you want some money for it. And your intuition said, now give it away. Because if you had given it away, you don't know what blessing that would have activated. See? And that's why you got to, because you don't know what your day holds. Listen. This is a classic example. Now see, this how God works. Okay? Now my car stalled on me. And I was able to get it off the highway. Go and had to walk a couple miles to get some oil and come back and put in it. Now, see, I could count this as a wasted day, and God could be setting me up for a blessing. God could be setting me up because, I came back, instead of going to the White House, I came back and I got on social media. Now, normally, it's 4:05. I'm sitting at the White House. I'm not on YouTube Live. And right here, right now, God could send somebody across my path that normally I would have not been here. But because I followed my intuition, You know, I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be right here at this time. Because if I wasn't, everything would have worked out just well. So if I wasn't supposed to be here, man, my car wouldn't have never stalled on me. And and now that I remember, this is the first time that has ever happened to me. I mean, my car done cut off on me a lot of times, but not because of no oil. Okay? Not because of no oil. And that's what I was trying to get to the store to get, some oil. You know, that's what I was trying to get there to get, some oil. Because I didn't, and you know, and last night, I started to go do it last. I said, nah, I'll wait till tomorrow. I started to do that last night. I said, nah, man, I'll wait till tomorrow. Let me go on back to the hotel. I'll wait till tomorrow. And it just so happened, today, I wasn't supposed to be at the White House. I don't know what happened, but what I do know, it ain't the same when I ain't there. See, that's what I do know. It ain't the same. When I'm not there, it ain't the same, buddy. It ain't the same. And I know that. It is not the same when I'm not there. And sure enough, somebody come along and say, man, well, I ain't see you yesterday. What happened? Why wasn't you here yesterday? See, and sometimes, and let me show you something. Let me show you something. Sometimes your intuition will make you break up a routine. Let me say that again. See, sometimes your intuition will make you break up a routine, a habit. You could come and go the same way back and forth to work. Every day go the same way. And your intuition say, no, I'll go this way today. Because if you go that way, you're going to be involved in an accident. So go this way today. That's why you got to follow. Because 9 times out of 10, when your intuition detours you, it's for a reason. It ain't no accident. And you can't be upset. And you can't take it. Oh, and for God's sake, don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. It ain't personal, man. This is not personal. It ain't about you. You know? But regardless to what the situation is, man, keep on believing that it's all gonna work out in your favor. As bad as, and see, and like today, just like today, I told y'all, you know, I had to walk down to there's a place down there got some honey biscuits that'll make you slap your mama. I'm serious. These biscuits will make you slap your mama. They so good. Okay? And this week, I've been in there twice already. This week, I've been in there twice. And I usually only do once a week with something sweet, right? And because I didn't know what was wrong with my car, see, I was like, well, you know, this temptation sitting on my shoulder. Well, you know, since your car broke and you might not get back down here again, you know, you was just in there yesterday, you got it. Why don't you get you a couple of more biscuits today? Okay? Go on get you a couple of more because you don't know when you're going to be able to get back down here again. Because your car ain't running. So going on, man, and see, and remember, and I was live. And I went in Walmart, and I came, I said, man, I'm going to pass up this temptation. I'm gonna pass that. I wanted some of them biscuits back. Man, them biscuits was calling my name. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna pass this temptation up. I'm gonna pass it up, and I'm gonna go on and get my car. Gonna put this oil in my car. I pass it up, and lo and behold, my car cranks up. See, now if I had to sit there and ate them biscuits, man, in fact, even if I had to gave into that temptation, that alone could have just made my whole situation with my car really act crazy. Cause now I done gave into the thought that, I don't know when I'm gonna get back down here. So now I'm believing my car ain't going. And I said, no, I'm gonna pass that temptation up. I ain't buying these biscuits. I'm gonna take this oil back up, get my car cranked up, and I'm going back to the hotel. That's what I'm gonna do. And I'll get on here and live and show y'all, man, I'm back at the hotel. I got out all my clothes. Came up in here and got out all my clothes, and let me put at least put my outfit on, so y'all can see, see, sitting here, I'm sitting here in my underwear, brother. I'm telling you, sitting here in my underwear cause y'all can't see, and if I didn't show you that, you wouldn't even know. So and just call it a day. Call it a day. Call it a day. Some days you're gonna have days that you're gonna get your butt kicked. Let me say that again. You're gonna have some days you're gonna get your butt kicked. Okay? You're gonna literally get your butt kicked. Don't hold your head down. Don't sulk. Don't feel sorry for yourself. Take that butt kicking. Come home. Fix you a good meal if you can cook. If you don't want to cook, whatever you're going to do, get you a good night's sleep and get up the next day ready for another fight. And see, and that's what you got to do with adversity. See, sometimes Bob Marley say, he who fights and run away lives to fight another day. Sometimes, man, you're going to have to run away so you can live to fight another day. Okay? Sometimes you're going to have to run away so you can live to fight another day. And let people laugh. Okay? But sometimes you're going to have to retreat, man. Sometimes you're going to have to say, wow. But here again, man, when you're a good person and you live a righteous lifestyle, see, God will give you grace. And today, man, I got grace. I got grace today. I got grace. And not only did I get grace, the worst was trying to attack my mind. Oh man, the caddy done finally broke down. It's done finally gave out on you. Now you're really screwed. See, that was what I had to resist. The notion that, man, I'm screwed because now I ain't got no transportation. I can't get to the White House now. If I can't get to the White House, man, I can't get no donations. And then if I don't get no donations, I'm gonna be out of this hotel. See, that's how stuff starts snowballing. You see, and what you have to say, you know what, man, I'll take this loss, but tomorrow I'll make up tomorrow. Tomorrow will make up for the day that I lost. God know what I need. God know what I need. And see, and tomorrow I'll get up and I ain't even got to do my Proverbs tomorrow. See, that's another thing. One of the things that for the last month, every day, I've been trying to do Proverbs, a month in Proverbs. Well, I finished a month today. So tomorrow, I ain't got to get up and do that. See, I don't have to focus on that. If I want to go live, I can go live. If I don't, all I got to do is go to the White House. And yesterday, man, was the first time I've had that speaker now about 5 months, maybe. And yesterday was the first time I ran the battery out. Yesterday was the first time in 5 months my battery just bam went totally out. And I haven't in 5 months, and I mean I be pushing it. I be pushing it, boy. I be pushing that speaker. I wish I could get me a stronger speaker that I could really go down there and just drown some people out. You know, that's what I wish I could do. But you know, it'll come. That speaker will come. I tried to. They got this company called Soundbox, and they got a really nice speaker. But the only problem is you got to carry it wherever you go. And for some reason, man, they ain't thought about, man, put your speaker on wheels. Because a lot of musicians, if they got their instrument, they can't be trying to tell they can put the instrument on top of the speaker and roll it wherever they got to go. And this company don't seem to realize the money they're missing because they won't put their speaker on wheels. You got to carry it wherever you go. You know, they brag about you can sit on it and stand on it, but you can't roll it. You got to carry it, and it's a big speaker. You got to carry it wherever you go. And they ain't figured out, man, put it on wheels. And you'll probably double your sales if they just put the speaker on wheels. You know, so women, especially women, all they got to do is just grab it and go. They ain't got to pick it up. Look, that's a whole nother market right there. And see, they can't cater to the college boy because they're the ones walking with it on their shoulder or in their arms like this. Now put it on wheels. Put the speaker on wheels. And your sales would double. But they don't see that. And I'm only a person that use speakers every day. I use a speaker every day, been doing it for 4 years. So I can tell you some things that's gonna make, you know, what's most important to a portable speaker is how you gonna carry it and the battery life is the two most important things to a speaker. How you gonna get it around and the battery life. Because if you don't have a decent battery life with your speaker, you know, you like the guy, the Get Funky guy with the cha-cha slide. He only know one song. He only got one song, and every time he play that song, he got to turn his speaker off. Got to turn it off. Because if he don't, it'll run the battery down. And those are the two most important things about speaker. Now, how you going to get it around and the battery life. And if it don't have a good battery life, don't mess with it. Just that simple. All right? I'm sorry to give you this little bit of information, and I'm talking about your intuition, but and see, and let me tell you something else about your intuition. Man, when you start listening to your intuition, and it's really something that you're not supposed to be doing, you're going to feel a certain way. something is just gonna be off. Something is gonna be off. And see, and you got to start recognizing when something is off could be a warning to you. Let me say that again. See, in your intuition, when something is off, that could be your warning. Don't do this today. Don't go there today. Don't go this way today. Because something is off. I just, and see, a lot of people don't want to trust their intuition and what they feeling. They don't want to trust it. They'll trust and listen to everything else but their own intuition. And that's where the problem is. So hey, like I told y'all, man, I'm good. Cause this could have been way worse. Okay? It could have been way worse, and it ain't. So I'm gonna enjoy this, deal with this. Man, you know what? Since I do have some time, shoot, I'm going live on some more platforms. I'm gonna get on Instagram and Twitter and go. Oh no! Before I do that, I got a cabbage, man. I got a stir fry. I got a cabbage. I got to stir fry today. That's what I need to do. Stir fry my cabbage. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that before I get on social media. I got to stir fry my cabbage. All right, y'all. Listen. Listen to your intuition. If your intuition, see, if you're a righteous person, when I say righteous, I mean you don't cheat, you don't lie, you don't steal from folk, you're helpful. See, when your intuition talk to you, your intuition ain't gonna tell you to do nothing harmful. That's gonna hurt you. That's gonna put you in danger. Your intuition ain't gonna do that when you live a righteous lifestyle. But when you live a wicked lifestyle, see, your intuition ain't gonna tell you, will put you in harm's way when you live a wicked lifestyle. Cause now you're listening to the wrong voice when you live a wicked lifestyle. You're listening to see a good voice ain't over there in wicked, and a wicked voice ain't over here in good. Each is in his own camp, and based on the lifestyle you live in, that's what's gonna give you the instructions. That's what's gonna guide you. That's what's gonna protect you. That's what's gonna. Man, I haven't even read the news today, cause this stuff over in Israel is gonna get out of hand. And see, you got a lot of people right now that need to be tightening their belts, especially in the middle to low income group. See, you need to start conditioning your body now for 1 meal a day. See, that's what a lot of people need to start doing, is conditioning themselves so that they can still get by with 1 meal a day. Because believe me, it's going to come down, man, to a lot of people. And see, and let me show you something. See, Israel is cutting off electricity, food, water to the people over there in Palestine, in Gaza. And you can cool believe the rest of the world is watching to see how people are going to react when everything's been cut off from them. See, they watching to see the reaction. This is a study, man. See, y'all think war, there's no profit in peace. Ain't no profit in peace. And see, and they're looking to see right now. They're going to try some stuff right now to see how folk going to react. They're going to watch it. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Okay? So some of y'all need to start getting ready right now, man. Conditioning your body. Detoxing your body. So that you won't be tripping if you can't get to the grocery store. Or if, man, that's one thing I can say about my wife, man. Shoot. That girl know how to survive. She know how to survive. If I ever get stuck in the wilderness, I want to be with her. Because she know how to survive, buddy. I ain't joking. I done seen that girl cook a whole meal in a rice cooker. I done cook a whole meal in a rice cooker. I done seen it. Okay, that's all in a rice cooker. That's all we had. Okay? And had breakfast every day. Every day. Breakfast every day. Sure did. Yes, indeed. Okay, so man, listen, get to know your intuition. And your intuition is nothing but your inner voice. That's all your intuition is. And you got a lot of voices trying to be the default voice to tell you what to do. But you only have one that's the voice. Okay? And that's what you want to get to know, the voice. What it sounds like, what it feels like. Okay? It has a feeling. It has a feeling. And you need to know what that feeling is. And you learn that feeling from following your ideas. That's how you get to know your intuition. You learn to follow your ideas. You don't question them. You know, and it's almost like, man, when you walk out your door, man, your intuition is out ahead of you already. It's out ahead of you, in front of you, in your path already. See, and you know what? And here's the sad part. You know how many people that don't ask God for guidance when they walk out, and protection when they walk out their door? They automatically assume they got it. You know how many people don't ask God, please, for safe passage? For them, the children, the grandchildren? Nobody. They just automatically assume that you know, they got safe passage, that they coming back home, and some of them don't make it back. Some of them don't make it. Shoot, my grandson's father went to the gas station and had a heart attack and died at the gas station. He just went to the gas station thinking he was gonna make it back home, and had a heart attack and died right there at the gas. Young boy, in his 30s, young boy had a heart attack and died. You see, and we take that for granted, man. And a lot of people take life for granted. They assume they got time. You know, I had a guy from Ivory Coast. Had his family, had his children with him. And I said, so where you from? He said, Ivory Coast. I said, man, wait a minute. Let me play your national anthem for you so your children can hear. You know what he told his kids? Don't stop, keep moving. Keep moving. And I'm like, you take it for granted, man, that they might not ever get a chance to get this again. They might not ever get this chance again. And they got it. And you scared. And you telling them to keep moving. Not like I'm trying to do something negative. I'm saying, man, let me play your national anthem for you. No, keep moving. That's what he kept, keep moving. You know, and then his wife come back and she wants to sing the national anthem. And I'm saying, see, this is the kind of stuff, man, that keeps us divided. This how they got, listen, they showing you all of this stuff on. Notice you done seen now. Let me show you something. In the last 2 or 3 days, you have seen more war in Israel than you have for the 120-something billion you done gave Ukraine. You done seen more war in Israel in these last 2 or 3 days than you have in Ukraine in a year and a half or whatever it is, because every picture you see, they partying over in Ukraine, having a good time. Over here, you seeing some devastation. But how come we don't see the same thing in Ukraine? Damn, you true conductor, that's a damn good question. Why we ain't never seen nothing like that in Ukraine? And they got a war going on, but how come we ain't never seen nothing like that? See, that's war over there in Israel. Okay? How come we ain't seen that in Ukraine? And what if Ukraine go against Israel? What if they end up supporting Hamas? And all the money we done gave them? Then what? Okay? Listen to your intuition, man. Pay attention to it. Get to know that voice. Because that's going to be your protection. That's what's going to guide you. That's what's going to keep you out of harm's way. Your intuition is going to keep you out of harm's way. And quit second guessing and then doubting it. Get to know it, man. Do what it tell you to do. So you can get to know what it feels like. What it sounds like. When the first time I heard Truth Conductor, I was sitting in a parking space, man, where me and my wife used to sit and talk in the park. And I was missing that girl, man. I was missing that girl bad. I was really missing my wife, man. And you know, business was way off and everything. And I was sitting and all I heard was Truth Conductor. Just like that. Truth Conductor. And when I heard the name, I was like, whoa! That was my first response, man. When I just heard Truth Conductor. I was like, whoa! And the reason I reacted like that, because people would always ask me, are you a conductor? And in fact, let me show y'all. This was my original hat. This is the original Truth Conductor hat right here. See, man, look at the wear and tear on this. See, look how I had to sew this thing up. Okay? Look, you know, this is the wear and see how it's faded? This is This is how I had to keep it together, man. But this is the original True Conductor hat. And I told my daughter, don't get rid of this. Keep this. This is the original. This is how I built my brand with this hat. Right here. Okay? And this, a matter of fact, all my ideas that I got wearing this hat. This is the hat that gave me all my ideas. All my ideas I was wearing this hat. Right here. This is the original True Conductor hat. Okay? And see, this what I keep trying to tell y'all, man. I took a garment. A hat is nothing but a garment. And made a brand out of it. See, I can tell you, I'm True Conductor all day long. And if I come to you like this, man, I'm the True Conductor. You know who? What is that? You better, man, what's wrong with you? You ain't took your medicine today? But now, when I put this hat on, I said, man, I'm the True Conductor. See, now you can connect the dots. Okay? Because I actually look like a conductor. And that's all I did, man, was take a hat and be persistent about putting an image in front. That's why you always see me with a fresh white shirt that's starched. Okay? Because that's part of my MO. All right? I got to have a nice, fresh, starched white shirt with my vest and my pants. And see, and let me show you something. See, you got some people, hold on a second, y'all. You got some people that use their everyday looks as their brand, you know, and therefore you have to constantly stay on top of your wardrobe. See, when you're using your personal look as a part of your brand. Give you an example. Look at Everett Overton. Okay, he uses his look as his brand, and if you notice, EO is his initials. That's what you'll see it in a pendant that be hanging around his neck. You'll see it on a pillow that's behind it, and so he'll have EO. But notice that every time you see him, he has a different wardrobe. Okay? He has a different wardrobe. All right? Because his brand is him. He's not, see, I have a character, True Conductor. See, I invented a character. But a lot of people use themselves. I just happen to invent a character that have a very simple uniform, black and white. See, I can a black vest and a white shirt, that's all I need, and black pants. I'm covered. My uniform is covered. I ain't got to invest and worry about what I'm gonna wear today. Man, same thing. A white shirt, black pants, and a black vest. I'm wearing the same thing, so I ain't got no stress factor. Okay? Don't have a stress factor. So now when I travel, I ain't got to do a whole lot of packing. Because my uniform is simple, black and white. Okay? My uniform is real simple, black and white. So I can jump on any plane and carry-on bag. I can put all my stuff in a carry-on case, and I'm out. Okay, I'm out. And see, and I can starch my shirts before I leave home and just fold them up. And when I get to the hotel, then I can iron them. So all I got to do is have them starched before I leave. And fold 3 or 4 shirts up for however many days I'm gonna be there. I got slacks, got a vest, socks, underwear. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. See, I ain't got to pack for a whole bunch of different. No, I got one simple outfit. And all I got to do is change my shirt. That's all I got to do. Keep my shirt fresh. And it's done. Okay? So, and see, a lot of your ideas are coming through your intuition. Let me say that again. A lot of your ideas are coming through your intuition. And most folk ignore the ideas. What's going on, Bernie? How you doing, brother? Most folk will ignore the ideas that come through there because immediately, oh man, cat it cranked up, man. I put some oil in it. That's how I got back to the hotel. I told y'all it might just need some oil, man. And I went and put some oil in. That joint cranked back up, man. And I said, I wasn't supposed to be at the White House today. And I said, I'm going to come back to the hotel and go live. That's what I'm doing, because I'm not supposed to be there today. So I can't, for whatever reason, I can't second guess that, man. I can't wonder. I can't cry over that. Man, God told me, listen, you ain't going to be there. You ain't going to be there. Come go live. Because normally, I would not be live this time of day. Now this one, man, let me tell you, Bernie, it's running just like it was, man. That's one of the craziest things that it had to be. I wasn't supposed to be there today. Because that car is running just like ain't nothing wrong with it. It's running just like ain't nothing wrong with it. And I just chalk it up. I wasn't supposed to be there today. I'm not going to cry about it. I'm not going to be upset about it. Let me come here. And like I said, normally this time of day, I'm at the White House. I'm not live on social media. Just maybe somebody might tune in today that normally I wouldn't have been here. But because I followed my intuition and just said, you know what, man, I'm going to write the White House off today. I ain't going to even worry about it. I'm going to write it off. My car running. I'm back at the hotel. Didn't have to pay to get it towed. None of that. It's sitting right outside now on the parking lot. So let me just come back and go live. And see, and I told y'all, when I was walking, I said, I'm not going to come to no bad conclusions because it might just need oil. That could all be wrong with it. And I had to walk 2 miles, get the oil to find out. And I know it was 2 miles because my legs was hurting. Yeah, right in the when you walk, you get right in your joint, boy, you be feeling that. Yeah. I got about 2 miles in today. Man, in fact, let me see. Let's see how many steps I done took today. I took 6,542 steps. Let's see. I don't know how many miles that is, but That's how many steps I took today. That's how many steps I took today. So, and I needed it. You know, I need the exercise. It's just that simple. Just that simple. Uh, Walking 2.2 miles. I know it was about 2 miles. I could tell it was about 2 miles. 2 miles. 2.2 miles I walked today. I sure did. 2.2 miles. I got that in today. Tube tripping now. It's about that time, so they tripping. So let me get up out of here because it's like okay. Um, uh, man, it's easy to think the worst when you're going through some things, when some stuff is happening to you. But you have to believe that it's going to work out in your favor. You have to believe that. Regardless of what it might look like, you got to believe it's going to work out in your favor. And when you start doing that, you'll be surprised about some of the things that you'll start experiencing and start seeing. All right? Listen, y'all, I got to stir fry me a cabbage. Got some vegetables I got to cut up. Some broccoli, garlic. Get all that. Red onion. I'm getting all of that in my stir fry. You know, and just again, and see, a lot of you meat eaters need to start cutting back on your meat, because if times get hard, see, you ain't gonna send your body into no shock. If you start now training your body to do with less, see, you'll ease your body into that, and you won't put it in shock. But see, when you try to force it to do something, you'll put it in shock. You know? And a lot of y'all need to start easing into one meal a day. You know, you need to start going without. Now, and then, and when you start doing that, you'll notice, you'll be able to recognize your intuition a little bit better. Okay? Thank you, man, for joining me. I'll see y'all later.